Sunday, February the 5th. Guess what's going down in Trinidad and Tobago? The Soca Monarch semi-finals. Do you want to know who made it to the semis? Who has big songs? Who I think is going to win? Bring the bumper, gimme. Watch this video.
Y'all have your pretty lights in the city. Y'all I want you back it up for Babbzy. One drop. Your waistline moving like evicted family. Back it up for Babbzy, y'all and one drop. Y'all drop. Hey, drop down your body, y'all drop. For Babbzy, drop down your body, y'all drop. Yes, drop down your body, y'all drop. For Babbzy, drop down your body, hey, drop. Take it down to the ground, y'all drop. Take it drop down your body, y'all drop. Drop down your body, y'all drop. Take it drop down your body. Stick it and twerk, wiggle and work. Let the bumper go down until it crazy.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl Babbzy here. Video for you today, part 2 of my Caribbean music review footage, because I was supposed to film some of it last week and then it got corrupted, so I have to do 2 back to back today. So yeah, don't kill I and I. But before I get into this video, make sure you are following me on Instagram. My name is Strictly Babbzy over there. On Snapchat, I'm Strictly Babbzy. Twitter, I'm Strictly Babbzy. Every outlet, I'm Strictly Babbzy, except for Facebook. My name there is Babbzy at large. If you are looking for me and you're confused, because I'm live on Facebook Thursdays and Fridays, and then I do YouTube Mondays and Wednesdays when I can, just download my app and you'll get a text every time I put up a video, as well as you will get to hear a lot of the newer songs that are coming out, because as you know, it's Carnival time and a lot of things going on and ting. So make sure that you download the app. It's called Babbzy Beyond Blogging in the Google Play and in the iTunes store. If you are confused about this channel, this is my rants channel and my reviews channel. Make sure you subscribe here. I have 3 channels. Don't get left out, because you're gonna like me, you understand? Now, let me put this disclaimer in, because I am not a fan of the International Soca Monarch competition. Let me tell you why. First thing first, I don't feel it's an international competition. It's held in Trinidad. Majority of the submissions and the people who go on to compete are Trinidadian. And I just think that at this stage of the game and at this stage of Soca, we need to have a competition for Trinidadians only, the same way the rest of the islands have theirs only. And then we have one big, huge Soca Monarch competition that is on neutral soil, like how the Super Bowl is. This year is here, next year is there, and that kind of thing, or like how the All-Star game is for basketball, that kind of stuff. Like, just tour it around so that the genre can grow. Another reason why I don't like this competition is because they got rid of the 2 competitions, which was the Groovy Monarch and the Soca Monarch. And the problem with that is there's a very big difference between a song at 110 BPMs and then an Ira George chipping tune at 160 BPM. So it's 2 different types of music. And in this competition this year, trust me, there's Bouillon, there's Raga Soca, there's Groovy Soca, there's Bashment Soca, and then there's Pace Soca. And there's a little bit of Zouk and Afro beats in here. So it's a big, wide competition. The semi-final list is huge, and I just think it's disadvantaged for small islanders, because at the end of the day, they have to come into Trinidad, get dancers, pay for accommodation, pay for a lot of the dancers, everything that's going on behind them, pay their way to get there. It's very expensive for a small islander. So believe me, I think we need to look at making this a little bit more of a fair competition to actually call it International Soca Monarch. We can call this Trinidad Soca Monarch that allows outsiders to enter. We good with that? All right, let me give you the list of the people in alphabetical order. Don't kill me if it's not actually in order. I'm trying. So just to let you know, I'm going to be reading this list off of my phone, because it's a very long list and I'm kind of old right now. I don't have that kind of memory to memorize all these asshole names. You understand what I'm saying? Good. Let me get you here. Good. So we have Aaron Duncan, King Bubba, Adana, Bass, aka Trilogy, Preety, Milko, 5-Star Akil, Kamanti, I don't even know that, Shrada, Kamanti Shrada? Oh Lord, 2 people it looks like. Yeah. Aston Isaac, Zone, Star George, Biggie Irie, Marvey, Farmer Nappy, Devon Matthews, Lyrical, Blacks, Irfan Alves, Snakey, Jamoon, Jadel, GBM Neutron, Linky First, Zan, Reza Saga, Curls, Colonel Roberts, Kerry John, One Voice, Yankee Boy, K.I., Swappy, Makal Taja, sorry, Taja, my accent, sorry, don't kill me. Naila, I think that's what it is. Ira George, Second Star, Marsville, Omar Dath Maharaj, Orlando Octave, Patrice Roberts, Peter Ram, Ravi B, Ricardo Drew, Ricky T, Lord Nelson, Chuck Gordon, RKG, Ricky Jai, Sasha, Singer Boy Sergio, Miss Callie, Chingy, M1, Sherwin Winchester, Valentine, Shal Marshall, Tizzy, Tedison John, Terry Lyons, Nessa Preppy, and we have the Island winners, Shawali from St. Vincent, Edwin Yearwood and Little Rick from Barbados, Boise from Grenada, Hyper 4000 from St. Vincent, Dash from Grenada, and T and Winter from Antigua. Now, just to let you know right off the bat, Sherwin Winchester has pulled out, as has Edwin Yearwood and has Little Rick, because Edwin Yearwood and Little Rick's songs, both Little Rick's song that he won Soca Monarch in Barbados with for Pace was Azerbaijan. Don't think that's going to go too well with the Trinis. And Edwin Yearwood's song was Home Sweet Home Barbados. Again, don't think those songs are going to go very well with the Trinis. So as I said, there are a whole list of people in here. I didn't read the songs that go with these artists because, as you know, a lot of times last minute they change their song. They do something different, all kind of thing. But off the bat, there are a few people who stand out. Ricky T, Freaky Girls. This song is probably the biggest song internationally on this list. Right up behind is Bang Bim. So Ricky T is from St. Lucia. Marsville Bang Bim is from Barbados. As you know, that would be very, very difficult for both of them to win. Ricky T probably stands a much bigger chance as he's been campaigning in Trinidad for a much longer period. And because he's an artist that's known a bit longer, he probably stands a very good chance to make it into the finals. As you know, his song Freaky Girls has a bouillon kind of feel. Marsville Bang Bim is Bashment Soca. On this list though, I'll let you know what I was able to find for the Soca Monarch information. Mind you, the International Soca Monarch website hasn't been updated since 2016. I know they had some management changes, etc. So I'm just telling you what I know. The semifinals, they should be performing with a live band, which is going to put a lot of these contestants in problems, because a lot of these contestants I know for a fact cannot perform with a live band. You have true singers in this competition. Farmer Nappy is really good singing, performing live. Biggie Irie, Marve, Patrice Roberts, Zan. A lot of these people are extremely good with a band. Blacks. He is like, these guys know how to one drop, get it jiggy and ting. So they may have a slight advantage over some of these other artists who have really big songs but don't really perform well with a band, or their song isn't really gonna sound good with a live band. Remember, soca is a funny genre, and if you don't have the right instruments and the right sound to make your song sound like soca, when it's live it will struggle. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. My pick right now, I know that I'm gonna, as I said, Blacks is probably gonna go through, Farmer Nappy, Patrice Roberts, a lot of these people are gonna go through. And again, Miss Callie Remolay, that is a very big tune on the Coco Se rhythm from out of St. Lucia. Very big rhythm. This is gonna be a really good competition. It's gonna be long. I don't have any information on where it's going to be streaming or whatever. I have a feeling it won't be. The International Soca Monarch Committee in Trinidad came together and they said they don't want to stream any of these events live. They want people to pay for the package and stuff like that, which I think is a very bad idea. I'm not going to get into all of that today. So again, I'm not really the biggest fan of this competition, I'll be honest. I think that if we want to do an International Soca Monarch, we have to truly make it international and allow people from England to enter and allow like the world to enter. As you know, there are Japanese soca artists, there are English soca artists, there are Australian soca artists, there are soca artists all over the world, and we need to find a way to allow all of these entries to come in fairly, instead of having some be disadvantaged by they have to pay for their own accommodation, their own way there, and find their own way around, as opposed to, you know, a local who lives in Trinidad that would have much easier time to get up and around and about out here. So that's my take on it. It's going to be Sunday, February the 5th. If I get any details about it being live or being streamed, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a radio feed. If you are on my fan page, Babbzy at Large, just know that I will have the link up there whatever I find. So if I find it video, if I find it semi-delayed, if I find radio, all the links will be there on Sunday. I will be in there. Monday, I will basically do a rundown of, who's gone down to the next round and who I think are going to be the stronger finalists for this. So again, not really happy with this competition. I don't think you could be judging Raga Soca, Groovy Soca, Bouillon, Zouk, Afrobeats, all of them in one category. This is a tough competition, and it is leaning towards a Trinidadian winner, and that's just my take on it. So change the name and call it Trinidad Soca Monarch. That allows others to enter. And let's look at really and truly having a real international Soca Monarch competition so that everybody has a fair chance and soca can grow as an art form. You understand? Mwah. Love you guys. I will see you soon.
Girl, you're pretty like lights in the city. Girl, I want you back it up for Babbzy. One drop. Your waistline moving like evicted family. Back it up for Babbzy, girl, and one drop. Girl, drop. Hey, drop down your body, girl, drop. For Babbzy. Drop down your body, girl, drop. Yes. Drop down your body, girl, drop. For Babbzy. Drop down your